Okay, so or alternatively, you can also consider the p-values in case of, instead of comparing the p-value of statistic, you can also consider the p-value, and you will see that your p-value is greater than 0.05. So there is not enough evidence that there the in terms of the test performance there is a significant difference between class A and class B, okay, at population level. Okay, so this will be your conclusion. Okay, so now we can also have a look at the dependent sample t-test. So in case of independent sample t-test, you have seen that in independent sample t-test, you are considering two separate groups. Okay, two separate groups you are considering. But in case of dependent sample t-test, you are considering one single group before some usage something or after some usage. So let's take a look at an example. So dependent sample t-test or paired sample t-test, it's like researchers want to test a new anti-hunger weight loss pill. They have 10 people rate their hunger both before and after taking the pill. Does the pill do anything? Use alpha is equal to 0.05. So before some variables they have taken, suppose anti-hunger weight loss pill, suppose this is the index for anti-hunger and weight loss, this is before, and suppose this is after. Suppose these are the indices for anti-hunger, or suppose these are the indices for weight loss, or this may be the indices for both anti-hunger and as well as weight loss. Okay, so whatever it is, so they have the before, what are the values, the stain values they are provided, and what will be the value of after that has also provided. So what will be your null hypothesis? Your null hypothesis is there is no effect at all. Okay, so the before, whatever the population mean was there, the same thing you are getting after the medication. Okay, and for alternative hypothesis or research hypothesis, the before medication and after medication, these are actually varying. Okay, and your alpha value, it is also 0.05. Okay, now if you consider the degrees of freedom, you have considered 10 people you have taken account. So your degrees of freedom is equal to 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Okay, so your degrees of freedom is 9 and your alpha value is equal to 0.05. You need to perform a two-tailed test because you are using, in your research hypothesis or alternative hypothesis, you are using less than or not equal to symbol. Okay, so you can have a look at your t table. In t table you are performing two-tailed test 0.05. This is your the significance level, and the 9 is your degrees of freedom. So the intersection point is that 2.2622. So 2.2622, this is your this is the value, corresponding value. So this value 2.2622, this you are having. Okay, here this is your cutoff value. Now you compare, you find out, your calculate your test statistic. So in this case the test statistic formula is given by this. Okay, so first find out the xd, that means the mean differences. So all the differences you are first you find out all those differences. Okay, then you take then you divide it by 10 to get the mean of the differences. So okay, 1.7, so this value is there. Okay, so you put this value 1.7 here, and then you calculate root n is equal to 10. You put here 10, the sample size, and you need to find out the SD. Okay, the sample standard deviation you need to find out. So the formula is given by this. Okay, So the summation of x's, that is that the differences of all these things, x is 17, so that you put here, and the x square, so 2 square plus 4 square, like that you will get the value of the 49. So this you put here, and you will be getting this value 1.49. So you put here 1.949, you plug in the value, and you will be getting the value of t is equal to 3.61. Okay, so 3.61, it is your it is actually crossing this limit of 2 cutoff value 2.2622. Okay, so, and if you have a look at your p value, this will also be, p value will be less than 0.05. Okay, so whatever your in both the cases, you can see that you should reject your null hypothesis. That means there is enough evidence that the medicine is actually working. Okay, the medicine is actually working. There is enough evidence that the medicine is actually working. Okay, so you can so this is all about your dependent sample t-test. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about one sample t-test, and also little bit about the f-test or chi-square test, that we will also discuss. Okay, so now I am going to